What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is the recap of Argentina versus the Wallabies that took place on, Sunday morning South African time. What an epic game it was. It started off with the bang and it ended off with the bang. It started off with one shock and ended off with another shock. A record Rugby Championship record comeback. Argentina completely dominating in the first half to Australia dominating in the second half. What went right, what went wrong? There's so many questions back and forth. But man, what an end to an epic Rugby Championship. It has been truly, truly immense. Let's start off with Argentina on this one. Started off so strong, really attacking, dominating, quick tries and good tries. They made the Australian defence look pathetic, especially that first try where they just ran through. I mean, it was unbelievable what Argentina were doing. I think we were all questioning, Michael Cheika, you're going to be fired, because Australia just looked lost. They looked confused. They looked nowhere in their game in that first half. But yeah, let's just go through it. 2 minutes in, Pablo Matera scores a try. What a try it was. Then we got 4 minutes, Emiliano Profelli. I mean, come on. First 10 minutes, 2 tries at it. Hooper came back with one in the 14th minute. Fair enough there. But and then you wonder, okay, is Australia coming back? Is this the time for Australia to peak? I think even Greg Clark, the Australian commentator, was getting excited. He thought, okay, if the boys are coming back, they had a shocker. But they weren't back. I mean, Orlando, 27th minute try. Iglesias, 31, another try. I mean, it was just epic. And then Sanchez converting. I mean, man alive. What a start for Argentina. I mean, what was the final score? 31-7 in the first half. I mean, that is just epic. I mean, South Africa and New Zealand, I mean, they had their times against Australia, and we saw a lot of weakness in the first half for Australia, but we also saw potential, especially against New Zealand, where they showed a lot of class and character. But they just seemed nowhere in that first half. And then obviously, the first half talk, during the middle of it, Michael Cheika, you could see the camera footage of him ripping into that Australian squad. And when I mean ripping, he ripped so hard, I think half the guts were left lying around. But man alive, was he pissed off, and rightly so, because he knows he's probably going to get fired. I mean, really fired. I mean, it's unheard of from that. And especially, you think, and no disrespect to Argentina, but you wouldn't expect that shock. But it just goes to show that this team is here to stay, or here to play and give a competitive edge like no other. I mean, wow, it was truly, truly immense. Then second half comes in and Australia started talking. Zach Rudder, 44th minute. Israel Folau, 48th minute try. Dane scored 51st minute and 66th minute. And then David Pocock ending off on the 64th minute. So, I mean, Jesus, and then it's what rolls. Argentina just sat back and relaxed and let Australia completely dominate. And credit where credit is given. Well done to Australia for coming back and fighting like your lives were dependent on it. And it really was. I mean, if that score had gotten any worse, there was going to be so much SHIT in Australia that Cheika would be fired, or questions would have been asked. But what a comeback from Australia. It just shows the potential that this country has. If they just put their mind straight. And again, this is when I question the coach. Now everyone's saying Michael Cheika ripped them. Was that really the reason why they came back? I think they were in so much shock. And I've seen it happen when Australia blitzed the Springboks in the first half, I think under Peter de Villiers. Similar thing happened. we didn't see what Hooper said to the boys afterwards. We just saw Cheika walk out and pretty much tell the boys, you know what, make a miracle happen or bugger off. So I can't give credit to Cheika on that one. I think it was a fantastic team effort. Credit to Hooper for leading the team. Pocock showing strength again. Kenya was a bit rusty, but the Dane, the fullback for the Australian team, he's spot on, eh? But what a comeback! I mean, please, like if we look at some of the stats, possession was so even. Obviously, this changed. The first half it was a total different story because Argentina were just dominating, showing so much potential. But 51 possession to 49, so Argentina is still ahead. But Australia coming up, territory 51 to 49 as well. If we look at the runs, 115 versus 117. This is Argentina versus Australia. Meters run 479 versus 492. Clean breaks 13 to 14. Tackles 87 to 126. Missed tackles 25 to Australia and 27 to Argentina. So I mean, 6 tries versus 4. Both kickers kicked over, so credit to them on that one. Penalty goals 2 versus 1, and then percentage 100%, which truly is amazing. I mean, what a way to end. I mean, I'm sure there's big disappointment for Argentinian fans, and rightly so. I'm with you there. I feel for them. I did say they were going to win. I didn't say by much, but I thought they were going to win, and clearly when that first half hit, it looked like it was going to be a smashing. Could have seen 57-7 on this one, but credit to Australia. They kept cool, they kept calm, they kept collected, and they played rugby. They played their hearts out. Argentina obviously will be disappointed. They're going to be shattered, but they mustn't take this game too personally, if you know what I mean. They've had a really great Rugby Championship. They come close to New Zealand. They've also beaten South Africa. They've beaten Australia. They've really had a great tournament, and I'm excited to see what they have to offer in the November internationals. I think it's going to be epic watching Argentina this year. I think it's going to be completely different to what we saw in June. Definitely, I can actually almost guarantee it. I think they're going to give such a good fight. As for Australia, so many question marks still. Why now? In the last 40 minutes do you play your best rugby out of the whole championship? I mean, we've got a final Bledisloe game this weekend, so it's going to be epic, because if that Australian team that came on second half could definitely give the All Blacks a good run for their money, but All Blacks are also going to be wanting to continue from the win they had last week after their epic game against the Box. So, but amazing to see both Australia and New Zealand come back from really looking down and out and coming back and proving a point. And I've always said this about, I said it in Super Rugby, I said it in the Championship, even in Tri Nations when I was younger. Australia and New Zealand have the tendency of coming back, fighting. They have this never give up attitude, and they just come back, and you can't sleep with these two teams. You cannot. Look at South Africa, look at Argentina, you can't sleep. Look at Australia too against New Zealand. You just can't let them sit back and relax. You've got to go full force for 85 to 90 minutes of the game, and clearly that showed. But what an epic encounter from both teams. The crowd were treated to special rugby. Bit unfortunate though, because the one side was favoured the whole game. But what an epic encounter. Congratulations to both teams. Hard luck to Argentina. Really feel for you guys. I know the feeling. You have the game in it and then you just lose it at the end. It's tough. But it's just one of those things. But credit to them for having a good heart to series this year. It's been epic. Australia, what's next? I still believe that this team has the potential to improve and get better. I think they could give the November teams a little bit of a run, but they need to sort out the process within the management, the team, the coach. Questions big time there. What is going to happen to Cheika? Is he going to get fired? There's talk of him facing the board, but I'm sure that will only be after they play the final Bledisloe game. Obviously, there's not much to play for in this final Bledisloe game, but it's still an epic international encounter. I'm going to be watching it. I'm sure many of you are going to be watching it. It's going to be something. And Australia are going to want to end the tournament like they did last year with a bang. So let's see what happens. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below of this game. What did you think? Were you impressed? Were you shocked? Were you upset? Were you happy? What's going on? What's the thoughts? Australian fans, what a comeback. Argentina, hard luck. Fonzie and the boys, I know you guys comment down. Just unlucky. But credit to them. I know a lot of the Australia fans will be pleased with the win. But what's next? Oh, are they going up? Or is it going to be up and down? We'll have to wait and see. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all future uploads. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. And remember, the Bledisloe predictions recap is this weekend coming. Don't worry. I will be featuring November Internationals, guys. I'm covering it all, and I've got a few cool topics coming out this week, next week, and the week after. I might even do a build up to the November International. So hit the subscribe button. Don't go anywhere. Turn on post notifications so you can always get an alert to when I post. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.